You guys hear me talk about having a non-toxic home a lot, so I thought it was time to actually make a video from the home showing you some tips we use every day to have a non-toxic home, meaning no allergens, no skin irritants, no mold, no bacteria in the air. And that's very easily done. I mean, we have air cleaners, we have water filtration systems, the right bed to sleep on, dishwashing detergent, a laundry detergent, even something to clean my phone. So let's walk around and show you what I do to have a non-toxic home. It's a little dirty in the kitchen as usual because Desi just made this pumpkin bread with chocolate chips and walnuts, and she used the new Flav City pumpkin spice protein smoothie, which just came out 2 weeks ago. Delicious. I'll post the recipe down below. But I'm over here because of the water system here. Now, when you look up independent studies, and if you go to websites like EWG, they'll often put studies out there about what's in our drinking water. And I think we all know that standard tap water, depending where you live, can be bad to worse. But they're finding more and more heavy metals in the drinking water. But more importantly, what are they finding in there? Forever chemicals. You know, the stuff they put in like nonstick pans? It runs off industrially from these brands and these manufacturing houses into the soil, into the waterways, into our drinking water, which is super scary. So there's a couple different ways you could attack drinking water. We love this. We've been using this system since Chicago. It's reverse osmosis, but it's 6-stage reverse osmosis. And if you see what it says right there, it's alkalizing minerals in there, which alkalizes the water to about 9 pH, which is balanced. And then we drink with that. Very, very important for us. We change the filters once a year. We even have a whole house system outside that cleans and softens the water before it comes in. But I just think if you get those traditional Britas, you know, those pitcher filters, it doesn't do nearly enough. Or if you have one built into your fridge, it's usually one filter that's pretty small, not good enough in my opinion. There are 2 countertop filters that live on the counter that are actually really good. One is called AquaTrue, one is called Berkey. But this is what we like down here. It's super high quality. I'll put the link to where we got it down below, but I highly recommend it because of those nasty forever chemicals and the heavy metals. If we're talking non-toxic home, we have to come into the bedroom, which Desi did an amazing job decorating here, and talk about beds. And actually Birch Living, who makes the Birch Organic mattress right here, wanted to sponsor this video. They're a longtime supporter of the channel. My link down below gets you $400 off your mattress of choice. But as you start to investigate toxins in the home, you realize that mattresses can be a primary carrier of that because the materials used to make most mattresses are not only made of toxic ingredients, but they off-gas over time. And then the toxins, allergens, and endocrine disruptors, which can mess up your hormones, really can affect you. Well, this is Birch. We have 4 of them in our house right now, all throughout, and it's organic, it's non-toxic, it's made of 4 materials here in the USA, but most importantly, it's comfortable. I swear by these mattresses. What's really cool is when you order online, they deliver them to your house. It's a breeze to set up, but I think there's a 100-night sleep trial, meaning if you don't love it after 100 nights, you can return it. They'll pick it up for your house and give your money back. And there's a 25-year warranty. And especially during the summer when it's hot outside, it's very cool and breathable because it's made of natural fibers. So if you're in the market for a mattress, check out my link down below, birchliving.com/FlavCity. You get $400 off your mattress of choice and 2 free pillows. This is a very good, very comfortable, but more importantly, non-toxic mattress. You'll notice that in the house, we have quite a few of these. These are air filters. I think we have 4 different ones. And you can get different air filters. I see a couple at Costco, but this is more expensive. This is the Air Doctor, and I think it's the best one on the market, and especially for homes that are new construction. It's gonna have more pollutants in the air, but this thing is on all the time. And when it's safe, it's at a low speed, it's on blue, but when I cook over there and smoke it up with steak and whatnot, it fires up on high, it goes to red alert because it's cleaning the air and actually does a great job. So I think there's an ultra HEPA filter in here and it cleans 99.9.7% of viruses, bacteria, allergens like pollen, mold, and smoke, which can be really helpful if you live in areas that have wildfires. And so it's always on like this. We have one here, one in Baba Donnie's room, one in the master bedroom, and one in Rose's room. Very high quality. I recommend having at least one in the house. You can get any one you want, but this one's top quality, and I feel like it really does work at purifying the air. It's funny because the number one thing that people scan with the Bobby Approved app now is personal care products and household items like detergent. It's not even food anymore. And people are scanning like crazy. We have over 100,000 barcode scans a day. It's keeping me very busy, but keep doing it. The app is free. Search Bobby Approved on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store and scan away. But your traditional detergents for laundry like Tide and whatnot, too harsh of scrubbing agents and possible skin irritants and stuff like that. Something I like that I actually buy on Thrive Market is this. It's called Planet. It's very clean. It works well. You could actually do better than this. There's a company called Molly Suds that I used to buy, which is very, very basic ingredients there and completely chemical free. But I found that it didn't quite work well enough for me. There's still a little bit of a smell afterwards. So this is a good upgrade from there. And then if you have stains, you think of OxyClean. Don't put that on. The ingredients are way too harsh and toxic. Something like this, Branch Basics, which I use a ton of in the house, especially downstairs in the kitchen, which is the war zone. This is their Oxygen Boost. It's basically their version of OxyClean. Great for laundry, also great if you get stains on the countertop in the kitchen. So these are two really clean, non-toxic options in the area of the house where usually toxic chemicals are used. When you're talking about the world of dishwashing liquid, dish soap, and stuff like that, a lot of harsh chemicals can be used, including allergens and skin irritants. Something we use a lot of is Branch Basics. It's basically the non-toxic all-purpose cleaner. It comes in a concentrate like that, and then you divide it up into bottles like that, or hand soap. Very good for cleaner, and they make one of the better dishwashing pods out there. I'd say this. 7th generation unscented is very clean too. I just really like their pods. The Thrive Market brand unscented, Rosy it's called now, is very good. And for dish soap, this is one of my favorites. Ecos Free and Clear, not the scented, because keep in mind a lot of times when they're using scents, they'll be called parfums or fragrances and you don't know what they're putting in there unless they specifically say that they're essential oils. But Ecos Free and Clear is great for dishes. And then when it comes to all-purpose cleaner and other stuff like that, I highly recommend Branch Basics. We go through a bottle of this, just spraying all day, probably like 3 or 4 times a week. Welcome to my office, my standing desk, because I never sit down. I'm either in here or in the kitchen doing my thing. But one thing that I do a lot is take my phone, which they say is dirtier than a toilet bowl seat, and put it in this. This is a phone soap. I do this every single day when I get back from the gym or the grocery store. It takes 5 minutes here, but it uses UV light and kills 100% of germs and viruses. I actually use the same technology for my toothbrush upstairs. You put it in there after every time and the UV light kills everything and sanitizes it. And then you take it out and it's good to go. And thinking about all the places and things you touch and then touching the phone and food, you really want to clean it, and this thing does a great job. All right, that's it for the tips for a non-toxic home. It's not very hard, and it's not that expensive if you know where to buy these things. So that is it. Leilani's gonna unplug the phone right now, give it to me, so I'm gonna edit this video and get it up before we go to Europe this weekend. That's how we roll, right? I don't outsource anything. We do all our filming and editing right here in-house. But that's it. From the Flav City HQ, for myself, Leilani, the whole gang, I leave you like I always do. Hashtag keep on cooking. Mad love. Peace. Later.